Now, it is perhaps a family's worst nightmare. A loved one abducted, their fate unknown. For the families of Martin Mwau, Justus Mutumwa, Kalani Mwema and Stephen Mbisi, this nightmare has become a horrifying reality. Abducted from Lolongo between the 17th and 18th of December 2024, the disappearance sent shockwaves through their loved ones and across the country. And now, the unthinkable. Mwau and Mutumwa have been found in a morgue, their bodies unclaimed for weeks. Their final moments shrouded in mystery. But for two families, the torment continues. Kalani Mwema and Stephen Mbisi remain missing, their fate hanging in the balance. Tonight, we sit with those left behind. A sister desperately searching for her brother, clinging to hope despite the horror unfolding around her. And a brother mourning the loss of a sibling who vanished without a trace, only to be found lifeless in a cold, unmarked morgue. Tonight, we speak about their pain, their unanswered questions, and their fight for justice. Live with us in studio today is Monica Mwende. She is a sister to Kalani Mwema. Monica, thank you so much for being here with us. As well as Martin Mwau. Duncan Kialo Musimi, I beg your pardon, who is the brother to now the late Martin Mwau. Monica and Duncan, thank you so very much for being with us here in studio today. Duncan, let me begin with you. First of all, our deepest condolences to your family for the loss of your brother. Your brother, Martin Mwau, vanished in December.
Justus, not Martin.
Justus, I beg your pardon. And for a month, you searched everywhere. And then suddenly you found his body lying in a morgue. What went through your mind in that moment?
Thank you for having me here. So, once we got a report that our brother was missing, we started a due process going to police to report the matter. Then after there, we didn't get the guy there. So we went on to search for him in next police station. So we went to that process of different police stations without the trace. So after that, the next process was to go to prisons, actually to trace for him. But afterward, we could not trace him at all. So it was a kind of trauma because once the matter was reported, we told his mother, his father, so they got in a kind of trauma because I remember very well my mother was admitted at hospital in Mwingi due to the pressure, and the father was still in such a condition because a son is missing. And his whereabouts is still unknown, so it was a deep trauma.
All right. You know, there's a deafening silence when we speak to families that follows such disappearances. There's no answers, there's no updates. How did it feel for you and the family watching even government and security officials deny involvement as the search continued?
It's unfortunate, actually, because when we reported the matter to the police station, every time you go there, you'll be told we are still going through the investigation. Every time you go there, you just be told, relax, the investigation is still going. Then the last time, the boss of the police came up and said they don't know their whereabouts of these guys, where they got, who arrested them, who abducted them. So it's unfortunate, actually. We having so many unanswered questions. Laying down, we don't know who to answer these kind of questions. Laying down in our minds that who is arresting these people, who is abducting these people, and then afterward, who is killing them?
All right. Monica, thank you so much for being here with us today. Yours is a different story. Your family is still searching for your brother, Kalani Mwema.
Yes.
It's been weeks since he disappeared, and every day your family battles with hope and fear in the same measure. Can you describe what it feels like, waking up every morning knowing or not knowing really whether he's alive or dead?
Okay. I don't know, sijui niongee Kiswahili.
Kiswahili ni sawa.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately imekuwa uchungu. Tumekuwa tukiamuka tukienda kutafuta brother wetu. Brother wetu alipotea date 17 December. Wakati tulijua amepotea tukaanza kumtafuta. Tulienda police station tukaandikisha statement. Then from there tukaja namba zetu pale, wakatuambia watatupigia simu. So tumekuwa tu on and off all the time, tukiamuka tunamtafuta na tujaimpata mpaka wa leo. Yes.
How does it feel for you kama familia? Unasikia vipi kwamba serikali haina majibu? Inasema hawajui wako wapi na si wao ambao waliwachukua.
Yeah, ni uchungu sana kulingana na ile situation yenye tumepitia saizi. Serikali sijui inataka kutuambia tufanye aje juu wakati brother wetu alipotea tumekuwa tu tukimtafuta na tujaimpata. Imekuwa uchungu sana. Ilibidi nichukue my mom ako huko Nairobi, tunatembeanga naye kila mahali. Tukienda mochari, tukitoka mochari, tunaenda hospitali, at least tunafikiria ni kama maybe alipigwa akawekwa hospitali ama maybe aliuliwa akapelekwa mochari. So imekuwa tu uchungu. Tukienda kule zile report tunapata pale, unapata tunataka kuangalia miili zenye unknown. The last time tulikuwa pale ilikuwa date 27 December. Ile mwili tulipata pale unknown ilikuwa ya Mapoko. Mwili tu moja peke yake. So tulisikitika sana juzi kusikia kuna miili siko City Mortuary na since then hatujaijua kama siko huko na tulikuwa huko before. So tumekuwa tukienda pale tukiuliza hizo miili, tunaambiwa tungoje zitatolewa ndio tuweze kudhibitisha kama ni zetu. Yeah.
Familia zimepatikana paka DNA evidence and it's been several weeks you know, as the search continued. How do you reconcile the fact that you have been searching for so many weeks? You've gone to literally all the mortuaries, but you're being told now, you know, especially for the bodies that have been found, that they have been there and unclaimed for weeks. How do you reconcile that? Unaonaje hivyo?
Mimi kwangu sijathirika na hii serikali vile inafanya mambo. Kwa sababu hakuna vile tunaweza pata miili mbili pale na inasemekana ile yetu pia hakuna. Tunashinda tukiambiwa turudi tuangaliliwe. So ile iko, mimi najua hizo miili, mimi niko na imani brother yangu nitampata. Ile iko tutaenda pale tuangaliliwe brother yetu kama hako ama hayuko. Hii serikali tuambie bali tutapata hao watoto. Kwa sababu tumekuwa na kilio kingi sana from the beginning. Na tujaipata msaidizi. Yes.
Duncan, as your family has been searching for your brother and now this tragic end, you know, finding his body at the morgue, what kind of person was he? And do you feel, or do you know, of course he's your brother, but would you say that he did anything wrong to deserve being abducted and killed without any justice?
That's the same question actually I've been asking, because since day one the case was reported about the missing of the guy, we have been asking what kind of offense could he or them they may have conducted for them to be abducted, and who they may be offended. And if it is yes, they have committed any kind of an offense or any kind of mistake, why did the police or anybody just bring them into the court of law? Because we believe very much that our country is a country of democracy, and is a country which is law-abiding country. Our judiciary are working very well. But now someone is missing for some days, then afterwards you are getting the same person lying down in the mortuary. That's a big question. So we don't know who to answer the question.
Your family is asking for justice. Do you think you will get justice for your brother?
We are really asking the government, because as long as we have got our brother already dead, so we were appealing to the government itself to trace down and to know who killed our brother. And then, after they got who killed our brother, we are appealing to the same government to get the justice to the same guy who is lying down there, to the family.
Monica, it must be difficult for you and your family, you know, still holding on to hope of finding your brother with all this unfolding around you. Those who were abducted with him have now been found dead. Do you still believe that he will come back home?
I'm believing that my brother ako mzima mali yuko. Tuko na imani sana tutampata akiwa mzima. Ile kutembea kwetu tumetembea tukilia na kuomba Mungu. Tuko na imani brother yetu ako mzima. Yes.
Kama ungekuwa na dakika 5, just 5 minutes with the people who took your brother, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I can say this, Yule mtu alichukua brother yetu na akaona kweli kabisa kuna makosa. Tunaomba tu ampeleke kotini, tumuone pale, tufanye kesi tukimuona. Yes.
Duncan, your brother's story is now part of a growing list of unexplained disappearances and deaths. How do you feel as his brother? Do you feel safe in your own country?
I don't think I feel safe, because I don't know how we can be living in such a kind of a country where you have a police, you have a judiciary, you have a government, but nobody is just protecting his own citizen. Like police is not working, government today is not working at all to protect its own citizen. But I don't think how someone can be abducted or get arrested, then afterward the same person will be found dead. It's unfortunate, so we don't know who to rely, unless citizens themselves, they can get out and they protect themselves. Without the police, without the government. That's the only thing I can say.
Your loved ones, you know, went missing, and unfortunately, you know, for the 2 whose bodies were discovered, the bodies were discovered just hours after the Inspector General of Police and the Director of Criminal Investigations appeared in court after repeatedly ignoring court summons. How do you feel about this? And do you believe that there's a connection between these events? That they were, you know, the bodies were discovered soon after the appearance of these 2 in court?
I'm still asking myself the same question, because I don't know how the coincidence is connected between 2 events, that the day the IG of the police came to the court and the director of DCI came to the court, the same day, the same hour, we got an alert that our brother has been found in city mortuary. Yet we have been going to the same city mortuary, searching for unknown body, to the same mortuary, city mortuary. Several times, we have not been shown anything. We have been showing different bodies, but not the bodies of Justice Mutumwa. But the moment IG of the police came into the court, and the director of the DCI, is the same moment we received an alert that our brother been found into the same city mortuary. We have been there severally. The same place our brother has been reported been found in 18th of December. We have been in Roy Police Station searching for a known body or a known accident that may be happened alongside Kankundo Road. But we were told there is no any kind of report has been reported to the same police station. Now we are getting reports that the same body was being dumped alongside Roy River, and it was brought to city mortuary on 18th. when my brother got lost on 17, I don't know what kind of coincidence and what kind of issues we are bringing to the country. Because a person has been lost today, tomorrow is in the mortuary, lying down. And then his body went missing till the police came out to claim the body.
All right. And Monica, of course, this is a puzzling, chronology of events, really, because the families have been looking for the bodies. And even as you continue to hold on to hope that your brother Kalani is still alive, sometimes in grief and in worry, all you have left is a memory. What is the one thing, you remember about your brother every night before you sleep?
Yeah, what I can say is my brother alikuwa a very innocent guy. Hakukuwa na mambo mingi, hakukuwa na mambo ya media. Hajai kuwa na any issue ambayo inaweza kuwa anaweza shikwa. So amekuwa kijana mzuri. Hatujai kuwa na any issue about him. Yes.
Well, how do you reconcile the fact that vile tumeongea hiyo miwili ilipatikana just hours after the Inspector General of Police and after the DCI appeared in court? And this was the same chronology of events when we had another round of abductees in the country, the likes of Kibet Bull, who were released just hours after the IG also pronounced himself, saying that the government did not have these people. Mambo haya wanafanya wewe na familia yako mnasikia vipi?
Okay, tunasikitika sana. Wakati Kaja alisema ajui na hao watu hawako in custody. Na after that tukapata simu ya kwamba kuna mili ziko City Mortuary. Then tulibaki na maswali mingi sana kusikia hizo mili ziko pale. Ilibidi tuambatane kutoka pale Milimani Law Court tukaenda hadi City Mortuary. At least to confirm. Wakati tulijua wako pale, tulijua wote wako pale. Lakini kufika pale tulipata mwili moja. Then wakatuambia tungoje, wanataka more time. Wajaribu kuangalia kama hizo mili ni zetu ama ni zingine. Unaona? So tulimekuwa tuna maswali mingi sana na kilio. Tunajiuliza maswali mpaka tunakosa kujibika. Yes. Na
mliuliza nyinyi, ni kwa nini mumeenda City Mortuary mara mingi hamjapata mili hii? Ni kwa nini saa hizi wanasema mili hii imekuwa hapo kutoka the 18th of December? Waliwaambia nini?
Okay. Wakati tuliuliza hiyo maswali ya hizo mili, walituambia mili zilipatikana Ruai na zililetwa date 18 December. Then tukawauliza date 18 December na sisi tulikuwa hapa date 27, 29. Tumekuwa tukikuja City Mortuary. Even tuliacha picha zao watoto pale. In case wakipatikana tupigiwe simu. How comes hizi mili zilipatikana date 18 December? So tumekuwa tuna maswali na tumeuliza maswali mingi sana. Na namurudia tena the IG. Nimuulize kwa nini mili zetu zilipatikana pale date 18? Na since then tumekuwa tukienda pale, tukirudi, tunakaa pale, tunauliza maswali na tukuwaipata jibu. Ile kitu najua kenye tulipata kwa City Mortuary ni mwili tu moja ya Mapoko. Hiyo tu ndio mwili tulipata pale. So tumekuwa tukijiuliza mbona, why? Kwa nini hizo mili ziko pale? Yes.
Your family represents many other families who are grappling with the loss of their loved ones and the disappearance of their loved ones. If the authorities and government officials are listening today, what message would you like to give them about the pain that your family is enduring?
Okay. Ile swali ningetaka kuuliza na nirudie tena. Kwa nini polisi wanatuua? Kwa nini wanaua young ladies na boys? Wanaua kwa nini? Ukipata mtu ako na makosa si upeleke kotini. Tujue yako kotini, tujue vile tutasaidia kuliko kuua. Sasa mkituua tutaenda wapi? Tutahama nchi yetu tuende wapi? Hii ndio nchi yetu. Tutaenda wapi? Hiyo ndio swali tunauliza saa hii. Watu wamekuwa wakiuliwa kila siku. Mili inapatikana everywhere. Sasa tumekuwa tukijiuliza tutaenda wapi? Sisi wazazi tuko na uchungu sana. Tunataka tu tupate haki. Haki itendeke kwa hao watoto. Hiyo tu ndio kitu mimi naweza sema. Yes.
Duncan, Monica anasema anataka haki, and justice is important in cases like this. But after everything your family has been through, do you believe that you will receive justice? And do you feel that the system has failed you and your family?
Well, I don't think there is any kind of justice we can get, because this is not the first case of judicial killing. This is not the first case of abduction. Then the person found dead. All those families, I don't think there is anyone has found justice. So in this one, we are not sure, but we are really relying to the judiciary, because it's only an option. Judiciary, it's only option for this issue. So we are appealing to our own judiciary, Martha Koome, the CJ of this country, kindly to come out and make sure that the family of these guys Mlolongo 4, if all of them they will be found dead, then let the Chief Justice make sure that the 4 families, they will get full justice. Yeah.
As we wind up, you know, as you search for justice, how would you want people in the country, even yourself, how would you want to remember your brother, and what would you say about him, the person that he was?
I think how I can keep on remembering my brother, it's only for him to get justice. That's the only thing I can remember my brother very well, if he can get justice.
Yeah. Monica, your final comments, because your family is still in the search. It is difficult to sleep at night. It is hard to wake up every morning not knowing where he is. What is your final word as you keep looking?
Okay. I can hard to say this, if kama tutapata brother yetu akiwa hai, kwanza tutashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Na kama tutapata ame dead, tunataka tu haki itendeke. Kulingana na ile mambo tumeyapitia. Tunataka tu haki. Tuone tu haki ichukuliwe, tupatiwe haki yetu. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you both for being here tonight. And I really, really do sympathize with you, Duncan, and empathize with you, Monica, and your families. Many, many thanks for making time for us here tonight. And we'll be speaking to Monica Mwende. She is the sister to Kalani Mwema, who is still missing after being abducted in Mlolongo between the 16th and 17th of December, as well as Duncan Chalo Musimi, who is Justice Mwao Mutumwa's brother, whose body was found at the city mortuary. As we speak, 2 more remain missing. Kalani Mwema as well as Stephen Mbisi, both of whom were abducted from Mlolongo. And the question is, will the government act and put a stop to the abductions, as President William Ruto promised? That brings us to a break, and NTV Weekend Edition. Much, much more still to come after the break.